Does Isak make Liverpool Wait, let me do it better. Wait. Does Isak make Liverpool favorites for the English Premier League and the UEFA Champions League? We're going to be talking about expectations for Liverpool this season. Are Liverpool expected to win the Premier League and the Champions League, or what exactly are we expected to win? Who is Liverpool's most important player? This is Don Husam Collabs. Sit back, enjoy the show, slap the like button, and subscribe.
Get the checkbook out this summer. Hey, Florian. How art thou, Florian? I believe you're looking for a new football club, you're my mate. Manchester, Etihad, Estad. We playing Champions League football next season. How about you take a 2-2 Ryanair jet from Leverkusen to Manchester hotel stay, little 2-2 medical. 300k a week, couple bonuses thrown in there. Ballon d'Or in a couple years, happy days, you wanna go Bayern Munich. Little 2-2 2-1 3-2 Bayern Uni driller. Happy days, we get a new and upcoming star. How about Florian?
Anyway, guys, hi. Hope you guys are good. You get me? That's the Copish style intro right there for you guys. You get me? So, yeah. Anyway, hi, guys. Hope you're all well. All the links are in the description. Go give every single one of them a subscribe. We know you guys are bored as shit during the international window, during the international break. You guys all hate this international break. I get it. You get me? And that's why we're going to start off directly by speaking about, does Isak make us title contenders? So, are Liverpool favorites? That's the first question of the day. And I'm going to give it to Raks while I BRB and go respond to my mother. Go ahead, Raks. Floor is yours.
Does Isak make us championship contenders or league contenders? No, because we're league contenders already. We're the champions. Of course it doesn't. We were favourites well before Isak even joined, and I still think we're favourites before Isak joined. No, and we are favourites. We are Liverpool Football Club. We should be seizing this opportunity, and if we don't win the Premier League this season, it unfortunately will be a failure. And I've said that before, and that's how I feel. I think we'll all be very, very disappointed if Liverpool don't win the Premier League, and I haven't heard a single Liverpool fan say anything other than that. But for good reason. We are a very, very good football club. We've got very, very good players. We've strengthened in some key areas this season, this summer, and I don't think we should shy away from it. Are we invincible? No. I think we've shown that in our first kind of 3 games. But I think over the course of a 38-game season and, in the Champions League and stuff like that, I don't fear anybody, and everybody should fear us. Ram, you can go next.
I've got to be honest. We're definitely favourites. Like, we went into the window, we went into this season as favourites anyway, because we were the previous champions. But we've improved. Like, we've not lost anyone that I feel that has made us weaker. We've gained, which makes us stronger. And I think there's a lot of clubs that have got weaker, if I'm completely honest, especially Newcastle. But
the biggest player we've lost is Diaz, right? I think Diaz is.
But there's a lot of people 50-50 with him anyway. Like,
yeah,
Diaz and Trent.
Then if you look at, comparatively speaking, if you look at the quality of the players we've brought in, it's certainly in terms of numbers. And I think there's definitely a very, very strong argument, say, in terms of quality. We've improved.
I think if you look at the whole Premier League transfer window, we're the only club that's improved in every position, I would say. Even in goalkeeper, we somehow improved that. Or you could say he's a little bit of a steady needle, but I think Mamardashvili is a better goalkeeper than Kelleher, from what I've seen of both of them. Defensively wise, I think the only major person that left the club was Trent, but we've brought in Jeremy Frimpong. We've also bolstered up the centre backs with the Leone. Obviously, we couldn't get Guehi in, unfortunately, and we've got arguably one of the best left backs in the Premier League, in Kirkes. And midfield is more. We've bolstered that up with the signing of Florian Wirtz, and up front we've done all the necessary signings that we needed. Ekitike, Isak, as well. So overall, I think we've done a really, really good job in this window. As Rak said, we were Premier League champions prior to the season starting, but prior to even us signing anybody. But this just, I would say, this puts us as major favourites in front of everybody else. I said this at the start of the season. I'm not worried about any club at all if we make the signings that we made. We did make the signings that I think we'll make, barring obviously Mark Guehi. Thank you very much, Oliver Glasner. I am with Husam. You have made an enemy at Merseyside. But bring me Arsenal's team. I'm not worried about it. Man City's team, I always had question marks about that team. Chelsea's team, I have question marks about it. The signings that we made, we just, for me, in my opinion, we've gone beyond everybody else. So we've gone from slight favourites to clear favourites, in my opinion.
I'm just confused about something. We finally have some good scouts representation here. Who are you talking about, Fonzie? Who are you talking about? Because there's only one scouser. That's Kmack, and many people don't even know that he's scouts to begin with. But he's actually scouts. Big up to you as well, Fonzie. Big up to all option as well. Like I said, please do hit that like button, subscribe, and also all the links are in the description.
So maybe it's because Tom's not here.
Here's the thing with the Guehi stuff. Are you guys worried a little bit in terms of like today they report that Guehi is gonna have a lot of suitors, etc., etc. Does that like irritate you, worry you, etc.?
No, we've done the groundwork on Guehi. We've done the groundwork.
To be honest, in my opinion, whether we get him or not doesn't matter.
Why?
If where he goes somewhere else, we just get a different centre back. Big deal.
Like who though that has all this like
trust me, whoever they get, I'll back it in it at this point.
I think.
Sorry, say that again.
No, I'm saying whoever they get, I'll back it at this point because I don't see a reason not to in it.
No, of course we're gonna back it. I'm just saying Premier League proven centre back, captain, versatile, good on the football, can play 3 at the back, can play 2 at the back. That's not something that you just find in anyone.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think they'll go for him even more because he's going to be really cheap. You know what we're like. That's an opportunity that just has to be taken in January. And we'll go for it more. We've all. I mean, at the end of the day, do we even need to do a medical? Like he's had one.
I'm not too worried about Guehi getting poached. In my opinion, I think it says a lot. Even if the odd possibility it does happen, there are other centre backs in the market, and the fact that Liverpool made it this late in actually getting the deal done tells me that there may be other personnel that could replace him, so to speak. So I'm not too worried about it in the sense of if we get him, amazing, we get a great centre back. If we don't get him, there are other players out there that we can get who could be just as good, or if not better, or of the quality, in my opinion. And from now until January, it's a chance for the new guy Leone to come in and see what he's about. I was excited from when I heard about him, us being linked with him, a couple of Italian scout reports that I've seen of him. But I think I think we will get Guehi done. We will pay some money for him as well, just to get him in January.
Yeah, with Guehi, I'm not so sure how good he really is, and maybe that's because I haven't seen enough of him. Whenever I've seen him play, he's been okay, and everyone says that he's a leader for Palace and all that kind of stuff. I'm sure that's good. But, I mean, I've said it before. My question mark about him is his what's his ceiling? Right now, I see him as a third choice centre back. And yeah, he can put some pressure. He would have put some pressure on Konate and stuff like that. But I see him as third choice centre back. So effectively, it would have been an upgrade on Joe Gomez. But I don't know how critical that is. Obviously, if Virgil were to get injured, then we're going to be in trouble. But and I don't know if anybody's big enough to step into those boots. So
I wouldn't say a replacement to Joe Gomez, Rak. I'd say more to Kwanzaa because he's directly left us, if that makes sense. So he's coming in to replace that.
But I think the idea being, because I know they're talking about Gomez going to Milan, and they're saying that the cancellation of that deal wasn't related, but it seems like a little bit too much of a coincidence. I would think. I would say Leone is the Kwanzaa replacement, and he would have been the Joe Gomez replacement. I don't. I mean,
Are we doing too much for an 18-year-old though?
Yeah, but Kwanzaa.
You know that I trust the nerds, but we need to understand as well. He's 18. He's played Serie B with Parma. Like we ain't really talking about like some like not like we signed Bastoni. Like people need to chill. Like he's 18.
Yeah, I don't expect him to play massive minutes, but I mean he's very well regarded. People who know Arrigo Sacchi, one of the legendary managers of previous generation, managed one of the great Milan teams of all time, arguably the greatest.
One of the greatest defenses, Rak.
Yeah, and he had very, very good things to say about Leone. But yeah,
I saw what he said about him, so I understand. But
he's young 18, kid.
Raks. You were watching football for a long time, bro.
Oh yeah.
You know, an 18-year-old center back is at least gonna make like 7, 8, 10, 9 mistakes until he becomes like that guy.
I would say players in general. This is why I don't want to go rehash the thing, but I don't put any big expectations of anybody in their teen years. Let's let them develop. If we want to give them the odd minutes here and there, fine, and just don't give them any pressure. Let them develop. Development is the main thing for them, so they can achieve their potential. For the first half of the season, I think we can do without him, and then let's see what happens. I would like another centre back to come in. I don't know whether Guehi's the answer though.
Raks just brought up a really good point that I didn't actually think of until he just said it. So there's two things I want to mention is Joe Gomez is remarkable. Like he is an unbelievable player to come in cold. Like he comes off the bench. He came off the bench against Arsenal and he was arguably probably one of our best defenders when he came on. Like that clearance he did where he got in front of Gyökeres, that was a goal scoring chance. Gyökeres might have scored that goal. So he stopped the equaliser and he won I think it was 9 duels, headed duels in the last 10 minutes. You don't know whether Mark Guehi can do that because he's not done it before. He's not the guy that comes off the bench. He's the starter. He's the captain. You don't know whether he's going to be able to do that. And that was probably what his role was going to be at Liverpool. If Gomez had gone, he would have come off the bench. He would have had to fill in and do the 15, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, when the game was under the cosh. So we might have had to throw him on as a back three. I don't know. But that's one to think about. And maybe
to be honest with you,
Gomez is probably a good idea for that. And then the thing on Leone, Liverpool tried for Lenny Yoro, 18, tall, brilliant, elite in his country as one of the best young talents for France. We then tried for Dean Huijsen, who's going to end up arguably being probably a Spanish international for the rest of his life. He fitted to Real Madrid just Lego. Spain, he looks unbelievable. He's a guy we tried for all the way, but Real Madrid got him. He was 18 when he was playing in Italy as well. Came to the Premier League when he was 19, ducked to water, ripped up the Premier League, and then got his big move. Leone kind of fits the mold. I'm not joking. Came into the Parma team, looked like he'd been playing football for years when he was 18. Ripped up the last half of the season. He played 19 times. Everyone was raving about him. He's got a big move to Liverpool. He could have gone to Newcastle. Could have gone to Manchester United. They all looked at him. Even Inter Milan were looking at him as well, who just took the manager Obama. So you have to think, is he the same type of data mold player as a Lenny Yoro? But
I'm not talking about data though. I'm not talking about how good he is.
Yoro's gone to
I'm
Manchester
just talking
United
about
and
his
he's
age.
playing in the first team. Dean Huijsen, Bournemouth, playing in the first team. And
Yes,
we
but
say
Dean
that-
Huijsen played for Bournemouth in the English Premier League and made mistakes and conceded a lot
Yeah,
of goals. That's my
yeah,
point.
it's true.
When a centre back is 18 years old, he's going to make 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mistakes until he develops. Saliba is an example. Saliba in the beginning made a lot of mistakes. Gabriel in the beginning made a lot of mistakes. Now they're looked at as solid centre backs. That's why I'm saying.
Can I give you a rebuttal?
When we're
to that?
talking reliance, though, can we rely on an 18-year-old? That's the thing. Because we're
If
talking
I- if I
reliance.
was-
Where
if I
he's
was to
way
give-
more reliable.
Yes, that's my point.
If I was
Go
going to
ahead,
give you a rebuttal, Sam, if you look at young centre backs in the previous couple of decades that has come through, the ones that have really progressed forward and had amazing careers are always the ones that had someone that took them on as their like disciple. I feel like if you put Leone with Van Dijk, we all know how great Van Dijk is and how he's been able to make other players look better than him, look better than what they actually are. If you put Leone with Van Dijk, I have a feeling that Van Dijk would take good care of him, as in like he would cover up some of the mistakes that he
Van
had.
Dijk is double his age. That's how young he is.
Sorry.
Van Dijk is double his age.
Double his
That's
age.
how young he is.
Oh yeah, well, no, he's not double, but you talk about experience and everything, and know-how of defending, especially for a big team. If you pair up Van Dijk with Leone, I think he'll learn a lot from Van Dijk, and also his game will be a lot better than what we've seen at Parma. It will multiply tenfold because of how good Van Dijk is next to him. If you're telling me we're putting him up next to Konate, then I have an issue with it. Then I'll be like,
probably going to be Gomez. It's probably going to be Gomez.
And it will probably be Gomez is probably the third choice centre back for now, and then Leone will come in for mainly the.
No,
cup
I
games.
mean, if Leone's going to go up with anyone, it's probably going to be Gomez because we're going to be playing him in the cup games and that, and Gomez will be on the left hand side.
I'm talking like some Premier League games and the odd Champions League game will probably be with Van Dijk. That's how I see it. But with the cup games, it's mainly with.
I'm not sure I want him in the Premier League games. Not at 18.
You know, I think the fact that he's
You
going to
won't
be
have a
playing
choice.
with I think the fact that he's going to be playing with truly elite players day in, day out in training will help him grow. And then when he's ready, he'll come in and he'll get his minutes. Like the fact that he's playing against Salah, Wirtz, Isak, all this at a totally different level to what he's been playing at. And I think that's going to benefit him a lot. And it may take some time. What the hell?
Right.
So,
I've got to ask you this. I'm not doing the whole defending. I'm not on the defending Leone. And
Kwanzaa played the whole year, even though your point is wrong, regardless, because Kwanzaa played the whole year in the championship, by the way, which is an even more physical league and everything.
But I'm not doing the whole Leone. Leone is going to be the greatest thing till slice best. I'm not, but.
the
Point,
is very physically dominant.
My whole point was only about reliance. That's it. Not if he's good, if he's bad, nothing. I'm just talking about, let's say, God forbid, Konate has diarrhea and Gomez is vomiting. You get me? Something that's just an illness. They both had a bad pasta dish. You get me? The day after that, we've got to pull up with Leone. Are you okay with that in a Premier League game?
Yeah, he's a cook for them.
Yeah, I think so. I think if you're telling me like an extensive period, then it'll be a bit concerning. But if it's just for one game, then I think we'll be okay. For me, but you forget that he played in the Serie A against very, very physically dominant strikers.
Serie B he played.
No, Serie A last season.
Parma didn't in the Serie B?
No,
They
played Serie A last season.
He played against Lukaku, locked him up. Played when.
Oh yeah, he was in the Serie A. Yeah, he was.
Played against what's his face, Vlahovic. Yeah, played against Vlahovic.
Vlahovic, I think.
Although that's
the only
let's
player
not
he
talk
didn't
too much
lock
about
up
Vlahovic.
was Lautaro.
Good old days, Raks, when we first met.
The only player he didn't lock up was Lautaro, but he played right back in it. So yeah. I think he'll be okay. If it's for the odd game here and there, I think we'll be fine in my opinion. But if it's for like,
I heard all of you guys sit on the fence as answers as well for my first question, which is, does this make Liverpool favorites? And that's because Raks controlled the narrative, Lil Fraud, talking about contenders. No one asks about contention. First of all, have some shit.
Did you not listen? Did you not listen to what I said?
Did you listen? Wait, you were listening to a different thing. What did I say?
No, because when I first listened to you, you were talking about does this make us one of the favorites? Does this make us in contention? Why talk about contention for? Why?
No, but you did. I was being ironic when I posed that. It was a rhetorical question. What I said, does it make us favourites? Does it make us contenders? No, we were already favourites before Isak even arrived. That's what I said.
Okay, that's the statement I missed out on. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we all said.
A very critical statement.
Very pivotal statement. So he basically was sarcastic at the start, and I just didn't catch it. Fair enough.
Yeah. It was like
So
basically.
what are you guys'
the
expectations for this season?
Premier League and a trophy.
Same expectations we had a few years ago, Husam. I did change my mind after the year we went for the quad. The start of that season, I said if we don't win the Premier or the Champions, it's a failure. And I rolled back on that because I really enjoyed that season, even though we won the 2 cups and we got to the
But now the difference is we're the juggernaut, not the opponent.
Yeah. And this season we need to win the Premier or the Champs again.
I've got to be honest.
Premier League and
I've got to be honest. It's Premier League for me. Like, is the main priority. We have to get 21. We have to get 21.
But you know what? Number 7 would be really nice, though. I'm thinking.
I know. I can wait one more.
Think about what you just said, though. Number 7. We got 6 of them already.
Yeah, but we've already got 20 of them already.
Yes. But who won the most Champions League in England?
Liverpool.
Us.
Who's won the most league?
We need 21.
Liverpool.
And Man United. See, that's no problem. See, I'm trying to get rid of the and, brother. I'm just trying to get rid of the and. You got me? I'm trying to get 21.
We could do both. Did
you notice when I got up to respond to my mom what my picture was? Do you notice? See? I never forget.
That's Alex Ferguson's head.
You see you, Ferguson, yeah? I need you to see this. And I actually checked our fixture list. We go to Old Trafford in like late April, early March. If we win the league at Old Trafford, I'm dragging my nuts across this platform. I'm telling you right now.
God.
And guess what?
In the last few days, I've heard you speak about your nuts way too much. It's like.
Did you hear my villain speech on Wednesday?
Yes.
Are you ready to be the villain? I have to ask you.
Notification bell on now.
Yeah. Exactly. Thank you, Kmack. So, Mr. Raks, are you ready to be the villain, or are you going to be the nice guy this whole year?
No. We already are the villain. We are the villain, and everyone wants to see us fail. Because look, when you spend the kind of money we've spent, when you spend the kind of money we've spent, you're up there to be you're the target, right? You're up the top.
We're the anti-hero, bro.
The anti-hero. So,
Jamie, I thought you're sick.
Yeah.
Mister, if you're good, come on, I'll send you the link. Anyway, go ahead.
Everyone wants to laugh if we fail. Everyone will laugh. To be fair, they will also laugh if Arsenal fail. Like, it will be funny for them.
Can I tell you something honestly? The war speech I gave on Wednesday, I sat here in front of everyone. People thought I was being like melodramatic. People in the chat, if Sean is here, he'll tell you. If all the guys who were there on Wednesday watched it from start to finish, they'll tell you. I told them now, watch all the narratives change. Watch how everyone hates Liverpool now. Germany lost. Every single major outlet posted Wirtz as the picture.
I know. I saw it, man.
Give me one logical explanation why no one else saw the picture.
He was to blame for them losing, even though he was the best player on the pitch for Germany.
Get well soon, Jamie. So let's just go look. German national football team. Okay.
If you actually watched the game, you would not be looking at him as the
guy. Watch this. Rudiger, Real Madrid, Ta, Bayern Munich, Stiller, everyone rates, Goretzka, Bayern Munich, Gnabry, Bayern Munich, Kimmich, who everyone probably looks at as Germany's best player. And they all decided to post Versus picture on the losing thing.
The irony is, if you ask 95% of English football fans, I reckon 4 months ago, who is this guy? Probably most people wouldn't even know who Florian Wirtz is, right?
No, they would. No, they wouldn't.
No, I disagree.
95%. 95. Okay.
Florian Wirtz is like
a significant percentage of English football fans. Yeah, a significant. If you just showed a picture of who is this player, 75% of people, maybe not 90%.
No, I don't know, right?
I disagree.
Loads of people knew
Florian
about
Wirtz was everyone's favorite Bundesliga player until he put on a red shirt. All of a sudden, he's ass now.
Yeah, that's true.
No, but I don't even know how many people who watch English football watch German football too. That's what I'm. That's kind of what.
But he
Anyway,
also
it's
was.
a bias.
Yeah,
Let's
do
by the by.
you think people are there on a Saturday watching fucking Leverkusen Frankfurt? Ain't nobody
No,
doing that.
but what I'm saying is I'm supporting your point because he's now well known in
Liverpool,
England,
yeah.
and because he's at Liverpool, this is the guy. This is the guy to blame.
The villains now. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm ready for this war, chat. You guys be prepared, man. I warned you guys 2 days ago. You should have listened. See, it's already started. International break and the media are already bullshitting, just so you know. You get me? So enjoy yourself. You get me? Be ready.
Let them.
Be ready. Really worried about center backs and wingers. Leone and Gomez as backups. Why is everyone's coughing? Like, what the fuck is going on? Leone and Gomez as backups is risky, and Mo and Gakpo are only wingers. The suicide depth ain't there. What do you think of this super chat, Kmack?
I mean, didn't we win the league with Gomez? Like, Gomez is really reliable. Like when he's fit. Like, and look, we only had to play Gomez for about, was it 4 or 5 games last season because Konate got chopped by Hendrick. Like, and that was the only reason why. Otherwise, he'd have played pretty much all the other Premier League games. So I'm not really that fussed, to be honest. And look, if you also want to look at the rest of the team, we've still got like Gravenberch who could play centre back. I know I don't want him to, but he's very capable of playing it. Endo can do it as well. Like, and it's only got to get us through till January, and we're going to go again for another centre back in January. That looks pretty obvious. And the wingers, we've got loads of wingers. We've got loads. Like, our wingers don't play as natural wingers, really. Like, they play as forwards who play wide. So I'm not really that fussed about that, to be honest. I think we've got a full squad, like pretty much everywhere, apart from maybe one centre back. But if you're playing the 18-year-old,
Yeah, he was the missing piece, though. Surely you agree with that.
No, I'm fine.
Do you think that Guehi was the missing piece, or you don't agree with that?
What's that?
Do you agree that Guehi was the missing piece, or you don't agree with that?
Well, no, we would have got Guehi, and we would have sold Gomez. That was where I seen that one. I don't think we were going to keep Gomez if we got Guehi. That didn't make sense. Otherwise, you got too many centre backs for me. So I don't think he's the missing piece. I don't think he's the missing piece. I don't. Isak was the one for me. That's the real needle mover. That's the one that scores you the goals that win the games that are tight. Like, that's the one that scores like the first goal in the game. If you just look at Isak, most of Isak's goals in games that he plays, he's normally the guy that scores the first goal in the first half. That's really difficult to do in tight games. Score the first goal in the first half, and then he's also normally the guy that scores the winner against some of the big teams. Like, that's what you're getting. That's what you're getting. But Konate and Virgil, they're going to be brilliant all season. Like, of all the games for Konate to play a blinder, it's Arsenal. I love it.
He needs to step up. He needs to step up, to be fair, because first couple of games weren't great. But yeah, you know, Konate,
Maybe
when Konate's concentrating, he's a solid central defender.
Maybe for Konate is more like when he has to step up, which is a bit of a worrying thing. Is like when he has to step up and he actually has to play incredibly well, he does do it. But when it comes to the smaller teams, he gets a little bit complacent, which is something that I've seen a little bit, which worries me a little bit because you don't play the big teams often this season. You play them about 12 times. And the rest of them is against the small teams. So,
but we know Konate does this sometimes, right? He is capable of those moments. He does lose concentration sometimes, and the fact that he's playing with Virgil still cajole is maybe a little bit of a strong word, but you know he directs him and tells him what to do, and that's why it's a good partnership.
I think control is fine because there's something that I. Look, whenever Virgil doesn't play, whoever else looks really good next to him looks weaker.
Yep.
And by the way, this
100%.
isn't a new thing. I remember, didn't we play against Benfica, Konate, and Gomez, and we conceded 3 goals? Remember? Champions League 3 years ago. Or
One
was it
Nunes.
Konate and Matip?
Well, the one at Anfield.
Yeah, where Nunes scored.
Nunes.
Oh, Nunes scored 2 goals and we let about 7 shots from Nunes. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, 3-3, I think it was. 3-3.
Yeah,
I think it was.
3-3. I think
3-3,
Konate
yeah.
scored and Firmino got 2.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sweden did not let Isak play. He's not fit. Yeah, but he should have at least gotten 10 minutes. You get me, John Dal Thomason, little fraud. You get me. Don't even get me started on that one.
How
Spent my
was the
Friday
game?
night doing Sweden versus Slovenia, bro. I need to question my life.
The thing is, though, you were live. How was the game?
Ass. Do you expect to watch quality, sexy football, Sweden versus Slovenia? Are you mad?
Yeah,
That's
you
for
got Elanga and Gyökeres up front.
Gyökeres got an assist because of a shit first touch, by the way. His assist was him not being able to control the football, so another Swedish player shot it, basically.
Ah, okay.
Big up to all of you guys. 800 people locked in, even during international break, so I appreciate you all. Big up to all the super chatters, everyone who shows us love. Please do hit the like button. Please do subscribe. Come on, guys. Let's get the likes up. It helps the channel grow. Lex is playing FIFA. You get me, new tab. Hi, Lex. You wanna chime in, brother? You wanna chime in, brother? You done playing FIFA, mate? Out here doing career mode and shit. We're doing career mode in real life. Talk about career mode in real life.
Nothing, lad.
Do you think... So no one here thinks that there is a problem with signing Guehi in the future in terms of other clubs being interested?
I mean, it's possible. I mean, look, we all thought it was going to happen on Monday, right? And it didn't. So it's always a possibility. Look, if Real Madrid or someone like that comes in for him, of course, I can understand why there'd be a temptation there. I'm not that invested in it because I just don't know how good he is. Like, what's his ceiling? How if he comes in? Look, the fact that he's not great in the air, I think, is a big problem. I think that's a really big problem in the Premier League these days. So people always talk about physicality and you don't need to be as strong or as airy dominant in the Premier League these days compared to the start. 3 times as many aerial goals, headed goals are scored in the Premier League now compared to 1992 when the Premier League first started. Set piece defending. This is true, absolutely true. Set piece defending, defending from high balls into the box. You need to be strong, and I don't know if he's good enough in the air.
Ooh.
And I also feel like it's different for if you're
Guehi's borderline better than Konate. The only thing Konate is better than Guehi at is just brute force. That's it. Lower IQ, lower on the ball, and a more calm and steady defender, innit?
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree he's better on the ball, and I think that is important. But that brute force and that physicality is so important.
But it's not. He doesn't have it like way over Konate. You understand?
I mean, he's significantly bigger than Konate. He's
Konate's bigger than Guehi.
I think he's 6'1".
Konate's bigger than Guehi. Yeah.
He said it in reverse. But
Not a whole lot, innit? Yeah.
Yeah. No, Guehi I think is 5'11" or 6. He's like 180 centimeters. He's like 180 centimeters.
I think he's 6'1".
Yeah. Konate is at least 6
6'1" is my height.
No, he's 6 foot. He's 6 foot.
6 foot.
Yeah. That's not
the thing. Look, the thing about it is.
Oh, I realised.
What?
Look,
Rak is a heightist when it comes to centre backs.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're
so basically, if you're not 6'2", you're going to be
for me, it's a prerequisite. No, for me, it's a prerequisite. For me, it's a prerequisite to be an elite centre back. You need to be aerially dominant. If you're not aerially dominant, you're not going to be elite. You may become very good, but you're not going to be elite.
Cannavaro enters the room.
I've never heard of you say this before, though. I've never knew this.
I remember you said this.
For a while.
I've been saying it for a while. First thing I said.
I didn't know that you thought to play until today.
The thing with Guehi and Konate is Guehi can play in a number of positions. He can play in a back 2. He can play in a back 3. Konate is pretty much limited to the back 2, really. And Guehi can also play on the left. Konate can't play on the left. We've tried him before; it didn't work. And the height thing, I don't really know because at the moment, if you look at the numbers right now, everybody seems to be firing the ball at Virgil, like trying to get a knockdown against Konate because he's been a bit all over the shop. So if you look at the duels that are won at the moment, it seems to be Virgil which is winning all the headers. Konate doesn't seem to be being in that many aerial duels this season. I don't know whether that's by design, because they're kind of aiming on the left-hand side because we've got Kirkes who's new. I don't know. But we need to look at that. But the thing is with the Guehi one,
Can I just say something about Virgil?
because
You mentioned that before you go to Guehi, you want to know what I was thinking about the other day? Look, if Salah leaves, we're screwed. But you can always get attackers who are effective and who score goals. Olise, etc. If Van Dijk leaves, we are royally screwed. I was thinking about this yesterday. And I was thinking, like, okay, let's say at the end of the season, Van Dijk's like, okay, I'm off to Saudi Arabia, retirement time. I've done the World Cup. I've done everything I want to do in the sport. Let me go and have a year where I'm chilling a little bit. Now, you're talking about, like, I don't even know who we would bring in the whole planet that could give us, unless we literally do like the whole Sol Campbell and go sign like Saliba from Arsenal. Unless we do that shit, bro, like there is literally like, I'm looking at world football right now and I'm like, who the hell even like can come in and have like half Virgil's impact? Like 60%, just 70%. I'm not trying to have 100% Virgil because it's impossible. Just like even if we sign Olise, I'm not expecting Olise to get 29 goals and 18 assists like Mo because he's a different type of player. But at the same time, like you guys keep saying Bastoni, guys. Me and Raks will tell you. Me and Raks been doing content for the longest at everyone here. We've spoken about Bastoni and Barella for the last 4 years up until I gave up 2 years ago. Khalas, they don't want to leave Italy. By the way, just so you guys know, Barella rejected Real Madrid. Forget Liverpool. He rejected Real Madrid. Like, he ain't trying to leave Italy, bro. So that's the thing. I was thinking about this today. Like, who do we actually get to replace Virgil van Dijk? How is it possible to replace him?
You can't. You have to recreate him. That's
Just
why
have-
the right
Yeah, just have to change how you defend. That's pretty much it.
yeah,
Like Slot would be forced.
think what
Slot
you
would be
do-
forced to set us up a little bit different because we don't have that Van Dijk factor to rely upon. So we'd have to just set up a bit different. But I don't think it would be a big loss because it's Van Dijk, you know. But then maybe you'd have to drop the line a few yards, try to be a bit more compact when we're defending and so on and so forth. But that's pretty much it. We can't be as loose to say, oh, Van Dijk's got it, because we have no Van Dijk anymore. And then if we lose both Van Dijk and Alisson in the same breath, then that's like, because these guys bail us out a lot. So we just have to, like, it would be a managerial thing. It wouldn't even be like, oh, who do we get to replace him? Because there's no replacing him. But whoever we get,
There's
like,
no
how,
replacing Van Dijk.
yeah, how we set up as a team would have to be different. Like, you can't rest on your laurels then. And maybe then we would get a proper, like, brute force DM in it.
Yes. Yeah. That's the only way to go. Like, there is absolutely no chance we replace a Van Dijk like for like, because there isn't anyone like him. There just isn't. And that's just not just me saying it out there. He's the by some distance the best defender of his generation. And I don't know who the next guy is. People talk about Saliba. Saliba's not aerially dominant. For me, he doesn't make the cut. He can be very good. No, we've seen it.
Would you take Gabriel then?
Gabriel is, yeah.
I think Gabriel would be more the player that I would go for rather than Saliba.
If Liverpool win, like, okay, let's say Liverpool do the madness and win the quadruple this season, do you genuinely believe we could attract an Arsenal centre back to join us?
Yeah.
I think we should.
Because here's the thing, guys. I'm talking about a madness. I'm not talking about something that's going to be easy. Like, you see what Isak did? In order for Gabriel to join Liverpool, he'd have to do like what Isak did times 10. Like, he would have to do even worse for that to happen.
If you
Would I take? Because you want to know why? Because when Kmack was speaking, all of you guys were speaking, it just reiterated the thing that I was thinking about 2 days ago. I'm like, bro, when Van Dijk leaves, we're like, people need to deep. Like, we're actually screwed in terms of like.
There's only one player. There's only one player I feel that could come in and do Virgil van Dijk for us, and I'll say the name, and whether we get him or not, I don't know, but he would cost over 100 million, and it's Kabasi from Barcelona.
He's not leaving. You're
It's
talking
him.
about La Masia boy.
It's
through
him.
and through.
You get him in 2 years' time, he's what, 21, 22?
He's not leaving.
But he is so assured on the ball. There's nothing about that player that would make me go, you know what, he wouldn't work for Liverpool. He is absolutely unbelievable. And
Plus,
he'd have another 2 years worth of experience.
He doesn't pass Raks height test as well, man. He's only 6 foot as well.
Well, he wins all the balls in the air.
Raks height test.
Raks's height test is crazy. But anyway, speaking of Virgil and this topic in general, there is a question I wanted to ask you guys. You get me? First of all, like I said, guys, let's get the likes up. 900 people in the building. Let's go. Everyone, please hit the like button, subscribe. But let's get to 300 likes, 400 likes. So it helps the channel grow, specifically during the international break, because shit is going mad during the international break. Let me ask you guys the $1 million question, and I'm going to start off by asking Mr. Lex this question. This was a topic that was brought on the Coppish show earlier, and I really wanted to ask you guys, who is Liverpool's most important player? Lex.
Most important player?
Yes.
It is Virgil. It is Van Dijk.
Explain.
In terms of
Callum and James Redmond and Jamie Phillips think it's Szoboszlai.
Why?
Talk. Why are you
Virgil.
quiet?
He's processing.
Brother, Szoboszlai. Most important, most versatile, okay, can play multiple positions, okay, but that doesn't make him the best player. Like, we could do without Szoboszlai, innit? Like, we could literally do without Szoboszlai.
Most important, not best.
Dead, fam. Most important, no, man. I mean, we're going to play him at centre back. Come on, man.
Can I tell you who I think the 5 most important players are, and tell me if I'm wrong? Okay, watch this. This is what I believe is the 5 most important, not best, most important players at Liverpool. Van Dijk, Salah, McAllister, Gravenberch, and now that we haven't signed Guehi, Konate.
Safe.
Put it this way, if Alisson doesn't play and
That's good,
Mamardashvili plays, am I shitting myself? No, I'm okay with it.
And Husam, do you know what I'll caveat with that, with the Szoboszlai thing? I think if Jeremy Frimpong was still playing, I think we'll be saying the same thing about Jeremy Frimpong.
No, because we have to give Szoboszlai his respect.
Oh, no.
I think Szoboszlai against Arsenal was our man of the match without the free kick. The free kick.
Yeah, and you know me, I always give Szoboszlai his flowers whenever he deserves it.
He's a world-class right back.
But it's...
I said it last season, they mocked me, they laughed at me. Tom was leaning back like a little fraud.
It's one of those where it's like, when I see important players, I'm like, if you take them out of that position and put somebody else within that team, would they do as good a job? If you take out Virgil, I don't think it's going to be the same. If you take out Salah, I don't think it's going to be the same. If you take out Isak, I don't think it's going to be the same. And the same with Grav and possibly even McAllister as well. But I think Jones could still do a job. It's the same thing with Szoboszlai. I still think if you take out Szoboszlai in that right back position and put in Frimpong, they won't play the same way. But
Szoboszlai has to play. That was the argument. Szoboszlai has to play. He's our most important player.
No.
Why?
I think
he's just had like a few good games. Just wait, like it's not like this.
You know what's wild? You named all those players and you missed out two of the Premier League record signings over 100 million each.
Yes, but I don't think.
I know.
Here's the thing.
That's how stacked Liverpool are. That's how stacked Liverpool are.
But I don't think Wirtz is part of our most important players.
No, I know.
I think that
not right now. I agree.
And by the way, the reason people think I'm biased because I say Salah, I'm not biased at all. And actually, the proof is the last 3 games. When he looks like ass, low key, we look like ass, bro. Like that's the thing going forward. That's his importance to the team. Now, come and take over from that? Possibly, but we have to wait and see.
But it's been.
I think Virgil, in my opinion, Virgil is definitely our most important player. Definitely. Because whenever he's missing, whenever we've seen him not around, or even before we signed him, we saw Joel Matip play, we saw Lovren play, we saw all these different guys play in various different combinations. They all looked distinctly average. Some of them looked shit.
Yeah, he's our
Everyone who
most.
Virgil plays, everyone who
Yeah.
Virgil plays with looks significantly better.
And
So without Virgil is unfortunately is going to be incredibly difficult. That's why you're right. You know, we'd have to look at changing the structure when Van Dijk does eventually leave.
yeah, not only that. It's like one of the main reasons he's our most important player is because of the lack of replacements that we have for him. If he goes out, no one replaces him, not even in world football. You get me? Like, all right, let's say we lose Salah, we can spread goals and assists throughout the front four. You get me? Especially with the acquisitions that we've gotten recently. If we lose Van Dijk, we're lost.
Yeah.
Even if we did have Guehi. You get me? So it's like in terms of importance, bro, we can not play Szoboszlai ever again and we would not miss him. We'd still win the league. We'd still do a bunch of stuff. Tell me, what are we doing without Virgil van Dijk at centre-back? Please, someone tell me. These guys that... Listen, not because this brother scores a free kick, not because he had a few good games, means that he's the best. Don't forget this guy was constantly giving the ball away. He just gave the ball away in the what was it? The Community Shield. What did we play?
Community Shield.
Yeah, he was the one. No, in the Bournemouth game against Semenya, he was the one playing in midfield, gave the ball away. We got counter-attacked and they scored. It's not like yes, he can play multiple positions, but he's not the most ideal. Like, I don't want to see him at DM. I don't want to see him at cam. And the only reason I want to see him at right back is because we've played him there and he looks good. But apart from that, he cannot be our best player. That's just emotion. That's just recency bias. Like, take him.
It's a wild shout.
Put Connor Bradley, and we're fine. Like, come on.
Yeah,
I mean, saying Szoboszlai is our most important player. That is a wild take, considering.
I wish that you guys were there with me on the Kopish thing.
It's a lot of
But three games ago, no one would have said that, right? So
no one.
Exactly. That kind of states why it's kind of a bit of a ridiculous.
At the start of the season, everyone was saying Szoboszlai going to sit is sitting bench because Wirtz is coming in. Like that was the narrative at the very start. I think I
still believe that. I won't even lie to you.
Is a lot of it's down to recency bias, in my opinion.
But you know what I liked in the Arsenal game, though? What I liked in the Arsenal game was the fact that when he was going into midfield, he actually looked quite comfortable, and Grav was dropping back in between the centre backs, and I thought that actually worked very well, especially in the second half. So I didn't really consider him seriously as a right back, but I think he could be a solution there. Because I don't know, I've got serious misgivings about Connor Bradley. I don't know whether he's up to the standard. He's shown some glimpses of decent play, but I don't know what his ceiling is.
Tall, so you should like him.
He's back up.
No.
Connor Bradley's back up.
Frimpong is short though, and that's
He's rapid though.
Does he pass your height test?
What I will say though, is if Mo carries on the form that he's had recently, where he's been missing in a lot of the games, like he's obviously got bits and bobs in the games, but if Mo carries on with the recent form that he's got, then there's no reason why Frimpong might not get a game at right wing. There's no reason why he might not get a game at right wing, which means you do keep Szoboszlai as your right back. Like, it is literally Frimpong's position to get back now off Szoboszlai, or Bradley's position to get back, because he's locked it down with the last two games he played against Newcastle and Arsenal, because he was quite possibly man of the match for both of them. Like, he was absolutely brilliant against Newcastle defensively, and then Arsenal. I mean, God, did you see some of the interceptions he did in the Newcastle game, like where he was in the centre-back position? Like, he's got a real intelligence of being able to like see things around him, like, and also track runners, because he did that so much in his first season under Jurgen, because he basically did the Jordan Henderson role and basically did all the running for Trent. So he's naturally good at that. But if you look at some of the highlights, he has got the most unbelievable engine on him. Like, it's phenomenal. It's like Jordan Henderson prime engine. He goes up and down, right to the top of the other end of the pitch, and then tracks a runner all the way back to the goal line. Like, he done that.
Just for all the gaslighters in the chat that are accusing me of taking the
Unreal.
conversation out of context,
He's
let's go
better
watch
than
it together.
Henderson.
Wait. Let's watch it together, because no one's going to sit up here and gaslight me in the chat. Oh, it's taking out of context. Let's all listen. Please, no one interrupt. Yeah, just listen. Because
Well,
you're
they all
doing
said
this.
it.
Yeah, wait.
I put Slot on the lie detector and asked him who's most important player is. Soberslai's never being benched. I can guarantee
I promise you who he says.
Soberslai is never getting benched.
I think
I understand why you say it, but
So how did I take it out of context when it's literally what I just said? I literally just said that. And then they proceeded to agree. Two of them. James agreed and Jamie in the chat agreed. So how are we sitting up here and saying that I changed the conversation? I didn't.
I've got a different.
No. Van
Let's
Dijk's
not
better than
debate over
Soberslai,
that.
obviously.
Come on, it was a hypothetical. You get his
But
point.
trust me, and Soberslai.
Single start.
Everyone agrees right now. When Salah is on, we're gonna play diamond. No one will disagree. I remember the conversation. You get me. So
I love
getting
Soberslai,
gaslighted.
but he's not.
I
That
didn't
level.
take shit out of context. I remember it. I don't think he's our most important player. I really believe Virgil is our most important player.
Heck, he's our captain as well. Virgil's our captain. He's our leader of the team.
Jamie heard so much slander. He's like, "Send me the link. I'm gonna send you the link."
I'm all for Soberslai prop, man.
Yeah, come explain why Soberslai is our best player. I need an explanation.
But with Virgil as well, he also sets the tempo. Like, he's so involved in the game as well. Like, he's so important to Liverpool. Like, he is Mr. Liverpool, isn't he?
Listen to the rest of it. I was on the stream. I was on the stream. Listen to the rest of it. I was on the stream, brother. What do you mean? I said, listen to the rest of it. Look at this gaslighting.
That guy who looks like Husam is Husam.
Yeah, that's actually me, by the way, guys. Same shirt and everything. Hi. You got me 8 hours later. I said, listen to the stream. I was literally on the show, bro. How did you so crazy? So crazy. No one brought up best though. So you're already doing straw man arguments. Your argument, you cannot straw man the argument and then act like you said something. Turan, you know I love you, brother, but you didn't say anything here. I never said who our best player was. I said who our most important player was. Hi, Jamie.
Yo. Everyone all right?
Get well soon, brother.
Are you
Hi.
all right, Jamie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got COVID, but I'll be all right.
Oh, sorry, man.
Oh,
The wife
sorry.
the wife gave it to me, so divorce is in the goings now. So yeah, man. Bitch.
Go ahead. I know you want to talk about it. So
Yeah, no, Virgil van Dijk is Liverpool's most important player, full stop. There's no doubt about that. I like Szoboszlai, what he does for Liverpool under an under-slot system, though. That's the difference. I think what Slot does what he does in a slot system, I think is very important to slot system. As a player, Virgil van Dijk is always going to be Liverpool's most important player. It don't matter who's the manager. If Klopp's the manager, if Slot's the manager, whoever it is, it's going to be Virgil. But for the system that we play, I think Szoboszlai is very important. And you know, at the beginning of the season, and when I said, before the season kicked off, I said Wirtz will look like Szoboszlai when he's playing the number 10 in this system so far. And that's exactly what's happened. You know, he's not playing the number 10 that everyone wanted him to play. He's the midfielder that's making the most runs, you know, covering the most space on the pitch so far, same as Szoboszlai did in that 10 area. So it's either a fact that Slot wants his number 10 to play that like that, where they're dropping more deeper, covering a lot of ground, or it's a system issue in Slot's team that he needs to figure out. But at this moment in time, Wirtz is playing very similar to how Szoboszlai played in that position at the start of the season. and Szoboszlai has been our best player so far this season. He's important to what Slot does. People might not like it, but it seems like that's the case right now.
That's the case right now because he's played at right back and has been very good. But I don't think he's our most important or top 5 even most important.
And it's also been 3 games. Like,
to be honest with you, I said this all last season as well. So I ain't doing this as he's had a few good games. And I'm saying that. Sam will know I said this all last season as well. Yeah. I've always kept with it. So Szoboszlai for me is quite.
As a right back,
important.
I think he's important in terms of.
I think Conor Bradley.
His physicality is very important. Like I absolutely agree. Like I think in a way, a lot of the stuff that he was criticised for, like his lack of creativity and stuff, was arguably a little bit unfair because that to some extent hasn't been, even though was playing as a 10, that wasn't so much of his role. Although Arnestad early on the season did say I want to see more from him in an attacking sense. But yeah, I don't.
Look, is it any coincidence that Mo Salah had his best season ever last season when Szoboszlai did all the running for him? Probably not, right? It's probably not a coincidence, right? You know, even at right back, I believe Conor Bradley is Arne Slot's number 1 right back, yeah? And the reason, if you watch the way Szoboszlai plays right back, it's very similar to how Conor Bradley plays right back. He likes that right back going inverted and making them narrow runs inside more than the outside. And Szoboszlai does the same thing. That's why he plays there. Conor Bradley's main issue is that he can't play 10 games in a row. We've never seen it. But I do believe if he can do, he's going to be his number 1 right back. I think he said it himself many times. He said it last week. He sees Frimpong as a right wing cover for Mo Salah. That's how he sees it. That's why Chiesa's not been gone in the Champions League team, because he's got Leone there and Joe Gomez. So he's got protection at right back now with Joe Gomez and Conor Bradley. So he can play Frimpong at right wing if he needs. He sees that more as a benefit to him than Chiesa in the Champions League squad. So that means Szoboszlai is going to be very important to what he does in that midfield. But yeah, like I think they're good players. I think all our midfielders are good players. I think we over-examine our squad too much. And I think our players are much better than people actually think. I think Gravenberch is the best defensive midfielder in the league by quite some way. But people would tell me he's not a defensive midfielder. But
no,
he's not
a DM.
But he's DM for the Dutch side. Look how good he
was. Who's your top 5 most important Liverpool players currently? Top 5.
Alisson, Virgil.
I want in order, by the way.
In order. Yes. Virgil van Dijk, Alisson Becker, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Mo Salah.
Fairs. I disagree, but fair enough.
But they're all good players, you know. This is what I'm trying to say. McAllister's a baller. Szoboszlai's a baller. People just don't think he is. Gravenberch is. You know, Curtis Jones is an excellent option off the sub bench. You look how he can come on and change games. We have got extremely good footballers. I think we're just extremely, sometimes, not us here, but I think a lot of people are very overcritical. You know, or like I look at Man City's players. Man City's midfield at the moment is a mess, right? Absolute mess. Their bench is a mess. I got told at the beginning of the season, Man City's bench is better than ours, right? But I'd rather have some of our players coming off the bench than City players right now. You know, because they've not got that name value to them or that PR against their name or anything like that, people don't rate them. People don't think they're good. You know, there's a reason Arne Slot can get the best out of these players and win league titles. There's a reason Jurgen Klopp could get the best out of these players to win titles, because they've got exceptional managers win exceptional things with exceptional players. It's as simple as that. And Liverpool have acceptable managers.
I agree, and I think here's the thing. Yeah. I said this on the Copper show earlier as well. I was like, look, I think modern day footballers now accept rotation and rest more than any generation ever before. And you could tell by the way that they speak. Van Dijk, when he did the interview after Arsenal, he's like, we're going to come back from international break, and then the chaos begins. So he already knows, like, now the games are coming thick and fast, and it's going to be a problem for everyone to handle. So if Szoboszlai doesn't play the next game, but he plays the 3 after that, or like Gravenberg gets rested or McAllister gets rested, I don't think anyone's gonna have a problem with it, because modern day footballers do want to have longevity. Modern day footballers do want to have a thing where they play for a long time, they play into their late 30s, etc. So I think that's the thing that makes the difference for me. But at the same time, I do think that there are certain players that is probably like we need them to perform in order for us to perform. There's a reason why I actually still put Van Dijk and Salah like 1 and 2 in terms of importance, because these two specifically, when they don't play well, you can tell on the team. Like you can actually tell. By the way, Mo had the ball against Arsenal in dangerous positions about 5 different times, and he fucked it up every single time.
Mo's had the ball. Like a lot of people keep telling me that Mo's not seen the ball enough. Mo's seen the ball quite a lot.
Yeah,
it's that Mo's just not in form. That's the thing. Mo's just not in form right now.
That's why our forward line doesn't look like as sexy as before, you know?
Yeah, and plus Mo said it himself. He's getting used to the new attackers in his team making different runs. He said when Darwin was here, no matter how bad Darwin is, Salah knew what Darwin was going to do, so it was easier for him to play that pass or get into that space. With Luis Diaz, he's played with him for a number of years. He knew what he was going to do. Now with Ekatike and Isak and stuff like that, he's got to get, and the way Wirtz moves as well instead of Szoboszlai at 10, he's getting used to new things. Once that clicks, we're going to be cooking, man. Don't worry about it.
I don't know.
People don't realise how good we are when we cook, man. But
that's why my argument is I still believe those two are our most important players. Not best. Forget best. Best is different thing.
Best if it's different. Yeah.
If it's best, you could argue you can put like Isak above both of them if we're talking about best, right? Because best is the different thing. But I'm saying like here's the thing. Right now, when you look at Mo, when he doesn't perform, our front line looks a little bit like it looks mid. If Van Dijk ever has a bad game, the defense looks mid. That's why I believe that feeds into their importance. You know, Gravenberg didn't play in the what the fuck was the game that Gravenberg didn't play in? Bournemouth. Bournemouth. Bournemouth, he didn't play. And you came here, you said, yo, Gravenberg is our most important midfielder. So, like, the thing is, I feel like importance is measured by, like, when you're not there, what happens and what you bring to the team. And, like, how do you contribute to Liverpool winning? Because a centre-back, like Virgil, we can tell just from eye test, organizes the back four, keeps everyone in check, holds the offside line, leadership abilities, aerial threat. Big up, Raks. Aerial threat. Dominant in the air from a defensive perspective as well. So he's got that. So he has a lot of things that work for him in terms of what he brings to the team in terms of importance.
And everyone was saying about some people in the chat, but why did I put Alisson so high? I don't think we can play with the attacking style and the aggressiveness we do if we didn't have Alisson and Virgil van Dijk. Because Alisson is so good at one-on-ones, you can take more risk. Right, and leave Alisson a bit one-on-one sometimes. Because of how good Virgil is as a defender, he wants to push up high at the pitch and just completely press the opposition. But because his recovery pace at 34 is still good, by the way, and he covers space better than any other defender in the world, we can play that aggressively. If we didn't have Alisson or Virgil in our team, we couldn't play as aggressively as we do.
I mean, you also have to look at some of the attacks that we've had as well. They came from Alisson, like. Against Newcastle. Newcastle was one of them. I think Bournemouth as well was one of our main attacks came from an alley long ball out to Salah. I think Dominic Szoboszlai got the ball, passed it to Mo, something like that in the game. What I did want to say though is a lot of people are talking about like squad. Have you seen our 11 behind our main 11? Like you've got Mamadashvili, you've got Robbo, you've got Gomez, you've got Leone, you've got Bradley. You've got Curtis Jones, you've got Endo, you've got Rio, you've got Ekatike, and you've got Chiesa. Like, that's a team that could probably finish in the top 10 in the Premier League.
Top 5, I'd say.
Like, it's mad. Like, we've got so much depth now. It's brilliant.
We got.
I like our depth, but we need to accept as a fan base that there will be certain rotations. And you see, notice what I use the word accept. Immediately, here you have an example. Are you worried about Slot managing Isak?
No,
you want to know what? Can I give you a general response? I think, here's the thing. Let me just tell you exactly what I think, and everyone on the panel as well chime in. Here's what I think, right? I think if you go into the brain of a modern day footballer, they look at this sport completely different to 30 years ago. If we were all sat here with Roy Keane, he'd go like, I want to play every game. I want to represent Man United in every. He doesn't care if it's Stockport in the Carabao Cup. I want to play. I want to play. I don't think players think that way now. I think players, let's use Liverpool from last season, Plymouth, FA Cup. You're telling me that Mo is knocking on Slot's door going like, please, I want to play against Plymouth? I promise everyone in the chat, I'm not his cousin or his best friend, but I promise you he didn't say that. You think Virgil's going like, Slot, please, I want to play against Plymouth? I promise you he's not saying that. Now, here's the thing that you need to understand with the... Let's talk about this logically. We got 4 games after the international break. Let's not look too far ahead, right? 4 games. And I'm going to assume both of them are 100% fit. So I'm giving the fitness excuse away. So we've got Burnley, Atletico, Everton, and Southampton. I'm going to give you a genuine scenario. Let's say Isak plays Everton and Atletico starts. Ekitike starts Southampton and Burnley. Okay? If they're both 100% fit. Do you think any of them are knocking on the manager's door going like, I want to play? And the other thing is, I know people bring up this whole World Cup here. Sweden are fucking shit. If Zlatan still played football, he'd be called up. If Zlatan is fucking 46 years old, he'd be called. Isak Isak played 3 games for Liverpool, he's getting called up to the national team. Now with that, it's a different thing. People need to do you guys know who France's striker is? Fucking Kylian Mbappe.
Didn't he just make his debut?
Could score 48 goals and he still ain't benching Kylian Mbappe. So where do you go from here? You see, that's the thing. Man. So let's be objective about these things.
He might play up front and Mbappe on the left.
Their front line is Barcola, Doué, Mbappe.
He ain't getting in there at the moment. He will do it.
Oli, say hello. What have you been watching?
Sam, do you remember? Because we've been doing this for years now, right? And do you remember when we always had that chat, especially under FSG? It's like we can't go for that player because he'll want that much wages to sit on our bench, right? And he wants game time. Now, do you know what we're doing? We're paying Ekitike 200 grand a week. Who ain't going to be a regular starter if he's at the football club. We would have never done that years ago. So we wouldn't have got Ekitike or we wouldn't have got Isak. It would have been one or the other. We decided to get both. Isak's apparently on 300 grand a week and Ekitike's on 200 grand a week. And Isak's going to be the number 1 striker when he plays. So Ekitike's happy. He's picking up a lot of money. He's going to play rotation a lot of minutes anyway. I think we live in a world now where unless you're an exceptional footballer, like the high end of as a footballer, you're the ones who are going to play most of the games because you have to, because you're that end. Everyone else barely plays 90 minutes week in, week out now in football today.
Fact, by the way.
And especially when you've got 5 substitutions, you can literally change half your team in one game. So people are still going to get a lot of minutes of football. And this is what we wanted, you know. I hear all like Jamie Carragher's as well going, oh, why are they getting his out when they got Ekitike? It don't make sense. You ever heard of a squad? Do you know what I mean? Like, you got, like, we want to, as Liverpool fans, we want to win every trophy possible, yeah? Can't do that with 12 or 14 players. You need a squad. You need a squad. And
by the way, Riyad Mahrez was on the bench a lot of times during the treble season. Riyad Mahrez, DFA player of the season. And also, there's a lot of times, whenever people bring up Isak and Ekitike together, right? Can I ask a genuine $1 million question no one ever brings up? Why do we speak about them in isolation? Why don't we ever go like, they can play with each other, and that gives me the option of resting my nuclear weapon, Mo. The other game after that, I'm going to rest Gakpo. The game after that, I'm going to rest Isak. The game after that, I'm going to rest Ekitike. You do that, and all of a sudden, come May time, no one is deep breathing. No one is heavy breathing. No one's going like on the pitch because everyone's rested. Everyone's playing. Like, there are games, by the way, where I don't even want to see any starter. When we play Southampton at home, bro, in the fucking Carabao Cup 3rd round, I'm promising everyone right now, if we get knocked out of that, wallahi, I won't moan. I don't give a fuck, bro.
Leone, give me a Leone Gomez double.
Give me Leone Gomez. Give me Rio Gamoa. Give me like a bunch of kids and shit. Like,
I'll tell you what, Rio and Chiesa and Gomez and Leone and Marmadashvili in goal, and maybe your Curtis Jones in midfield and your Trey Leone's in midfield. That's actually a good cup team, you know. It's not a bad cup team.
Also, this guy keeps calling me out. Gomez and Robo Chiesa are the weakness in the squad. Okay, no problem.
They won the title last year.
Now I'm gonna go. No, watch this. Watch this because I like, and this guy also always keep calling me out as well, the little fraud. But I'm not even gonna insult him because I need the monetization for the stream.
Yeah, thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, thank you. So let's just go. So I'm gonna go to the richest club in the universe. Okay, I'm gonna go to Real Madrid. We're talking about depth. Gomez and Robo Chiesa are the weakness. Okay, backup keeper for Real Madrid, Lunin. Okay, defense.
Exactly.
Lunin.
Ukrainian guy.
Lunin. Okay. Their backup defenders are Fran Garcia, Carreras, Asensio, which is good to be fair, and Ferland Mendy. Okay.
Fran Garcia is their
Midfield.
main left back, Husam.
Midfield, they've got their three. Okay. And then their backup is Ceballos, Guler, and it depends who's rested from Chouameni and someone else. Their forwards, their backups are Endrick, some guy called Gonzalo, Mastuanto, who they just brought from South America, and Brahim Diaz. Your name is football knowledge. That's your name. You get me? Now, if we're looking at, and this is like the biggest club in the universe, and that's their bench, do we understand that the bench exists for two reasons? Number one, to rest the starters, and number two, to come on in a game and make an impact. Let's look at Liverpool's bench in the last 3 games, including the players that are the problem. So, in the first game, Chiesa came on, scored the winner. In the second game, Riego Moa came on, scored the winner. In the third game, Gomez came on, locked up Jokeres after not playing since Plymouth. You get me? And Endo came on, and just like every time he comes on, he
Took people
closed.
out. Yeah,
He
took people out.
closed. He did
got a
like
yellow
3-4 great tackles in a row.
Who is it he took out on the halfway line to stop the counter attack?
That was good, yeah.
Oh, that was Odegaard.
Yeah,
Odegaard.
Odegaard.
He kicked the shit out of Odegaard.
By the way, rotation, yeah. I think when people talk about rotation, they think you got to change like 4 or 5 players in rotation. That's not always the case. It might be 2. 2 or 3 players in rotation is rotation. You know, if I'm saying, all right, Gomez is playing today instead of one of the fullbacks or something like that, and Chiesa's going to play instead of Mo Salah because it's a cup game. If rotation, it means they're getting, you know, we're not rotating, you know, Slot's not going to sit there and go, right, we're playing Burnley and Everton. So against Burnley, I want to win because it's the first game back after international break. We want to go 4-4. And in the Merseyside derby, I'm going to rotate 6 players. It might be 2. It just might be 2.
Yeah.
And that's cool. And that's rotation. It just keeps players fresh.
By the way, Slot, one of the things Mo praised Slot for is the fact that he's honest. Slot could go to Mo, by the way, before Burnley, right? Like Burnley game. He might go like, yo, Mo, I need you against Atletico and Everton, so I'm going to rest you against Burnley. You think Mo's going to go like, nah, fuck off. I want to... No, bro. Like, modern day footballers understand rotation. And I'm sorry, I want to take this point further. Let's go to the European champions. Okay? Let's go look at depth, because I love this depth talk, right? Let's go depth. So their starting 4 is Hakimi, Marquinhos, Pacho, and Nuno Mendes. Their backups are Kimpembe, some guy called Noham Kamara, Zabarni, who they just signed from Bournemouth, and Lucas Hernandez. Pairs. Now let's go midfield. Their starting 3, everyone knows, Ruiz, Vitinha, and Joao Neves. Their backup 3 are Kang Lee-in, Zaire Emery, and a guy called Mayulu, who scored in the final of the UEFA Champions League. Now you go to their forwards. Everyone knows the forwards that always start. Their backups are Ibrahim Mbaye and Goncalo Ramos. That's the Champions League winners, by the way. That's the team who won that title.
By the way, a lot of kids.
It's because
People always have this idea that players on the bench are supposed to be like this competition for places. Okay, name me one team in history that's like that successful, including Barcelona team that won the sextuple. Who was the competition for places? Who?
Do you remember Pep's
Who
Barcelona?
could have benched Messi? Who could have
No
benched
one.
Iniesta?
No
Who could
one.
have benched Xavi?
No.
Who?
That's why their bench weren't always that great.
The only
That's why
closest
their
player
bench
was
weren't that great.
flipping Bojan. Was the only player that was.
Yeah, and Bojan was like 19 at the time. That's like Rio Gomoa for us.
Oh, Luis
I think-
Enrique had a cycling accident.
What?
Luis
Yeah,
Enrique
apparently
was
he's in
involved in a cycling
hospital.
accident.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, hope he's all right. But damn.
But yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
get well soon, man.
it's.
Go on soon.
If
Speed
you look at
recovery
Man-
for Luis Enrique.
Yeah, if you look at Man City under Pep at his best, yeah, Pep Guardiola used about 14 to 15 players. And he rotated always the same couple of players, same 3 or 4 players got rotated with the same 3 or 4 players in and out. But in the majority, he kept the most of his players, or his best players played, and he rotated around his best players, with the same 3 or 4 all the time. People got this myth that, even Man City under Pep with all the money they got had like 2 sides. Yeah, they did have 2 sides, but the second side weren't good enough that he could rotate the whole team. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I think Liverpool squad options are good options and strong options going forward. What do you have to pay to have a Virgil van Dijk replacement at your football club?
200 mil.
And is that person going to sit on the bench?
No,
probably not. Do you know what I mean? It's like, as Sam said, Barcelona never went in the market and went, right, we need Messi cover.
No, but
you don't do it, do you? You don't do it.
I get his point, but in the sense that those players are you wouldn't trust them for a whole season, but they are backups. Like you're always going to have a degree of a drop off. Like
playing 15.
we're not saying
You just debunked your own argument. When do you trust a backup for a whole season?
No. But in case something happens, like Virgil van Dijk gets injured or something like that,
God forbid. God forbid.
Yeah, it would.
Relax.
Of course. So it's. But I agree with you guys that I think it's unrealistic to have equal quality backups in every single position. It's just that's not squads. That's not how squads are built, really, ever. So
could you do me a favor, Sam, and get up Arsenal squad, because they're our closest rivals to this Premier League, and I guarantee
Arsenal only have better defensive depth than us, I'd say. I'll get it up now. Arsenal squad. Let's go.
I think only defensive depth is what we, and people forget.
Their defensive cover, we have to be honest, their defensive cover is actually elite, genuinely.
But they see, the thing with squad building, Arsenal, Liverpool play completely different and have different philosophies, So Arsenal will go and build their squad different to what Liverpool want to build their squad.
Thank you, football knowledge, for the super chat, but I think this whole squad thing is overused. Wait, Jamie, because I wanna bring this up on the screen. I think this is quite interesting, actually. Watch this. This is Soraya and Kepa. Does anyone here take Mamardashvili? Does anyone here take Kepa? Let me do this properly. Does anyone here take Kepa ahead of Mamardashvili?
No.
Okay, you see, this one will probably lose. I'll be honest and fair. Their starting 4 are probably Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, and Calafiori. So their backup 4 are Hinchcapié, Mosquera, Ben White, and Luis Skelly. I can't lie to you, that defensive depth is elite. We can't even bullshit, right?
So Luis Skelly, the thing is, Luis Skelly is a midfielder made left back.
Yeah.
And none of them are really fullbacks. They're all centre backs by trade that he's made fullbacks.
Yeah, that's what
so,
thing, isn't it?
Like Timbers,
4 centre backs.
Yeah, most of Timber's numbers at a right back right now, because he's mostly at Arsenal. Before that, he's mostly a centre back. Time.
Of course.
Yeah.
So they play, as I keep saying, their defense is different to ours, because we'd rather play with fullbacks and then 2 centre backs, where they like that more defensive way of playing. Ben White was brought up as centre back. They converted him to a right back.
Jamie, I agree with everything you're saying, but defensively they do have more depth in this area of the pitch.
They do, yeah. But if Skelly gets moved to a midfielder, which I think he will do, because that's why Nkapie's there now, because he's going to play left back. I think Skelly's going to be moved to a midfielder.
Now this is where we start winning. Now,
it's
okay.
dog.
So their starting 3 is Zubimendi, Rice, and Odegaard. So that's our McAllister, Gravenberch, and let's say Wirtz for the sake of argument. Their backup 3 are Norgard, Moreno, and Nwaneri. Who's our backup 3? Curtis Endo and Sobo.
Yeah. And they're all better in their backup 3.
Yeah, I choose our backups for midfield.
Let's put it this way: is anyone on the panel? Would anyone on the panel would have loved or bought Norgard in the summer?
No.
My shit.
No. Love is a strong word, Jamie. Love.
I wouldn't take Moreno. I wouldn't take Moreno as midfielder either.
Us missing out on Zubimendi. Missing out on exactly, and us missing out on Zubimendi now is a blessing in disguise. I just apart from Declan, do you know what? The only midfielder who gets in our midfield is Declan Rice.
I agree. Declan Rice have to get in.
I'll say this, right? Curtis Jones is more of a typical Spanish midfielder than Mikel Merino.
Oh yeah, I ain't taking Moreno in midfield. Now you go forwards.
Moreno played what he did at Newcastle.
Okay, so let's assume their starting three is Saka, Gyökeres, and Eze, just to make things easier without any confusion, right?
Yeah.
Let's say that's the starting three. Our starting three is Salah, Isak, and Gakpo. Beats literally every. Okay, left wing you could give Eze out of respect, which is okay.
I don't know.
I wouldn't cry if someone said Eze is better than Gakpo, basically. But now you go to the backup.
Touch and go.
No, I think Cody's
You go
better.
to the backups. Their backup striker is Havertz. Backup right winger is Madueke. Their backup left winger is one of Trossard or Martinelli. So who's our backup three then? Rio.
So yeah, I'd have Rio over Martinelli right now.
I'd have Rio ahead of Martinelli too.
I'd have.
Ekitike is better than Havertz.
I think Chiesa and Trossard are pretty much similar players right now.
Yeah.
If you look where Trossard is in his career, and he's 30 now, he's in the cold. He's barely going to play. It's similar to Chiesa. Don't see much difference there. Isak is better than Gyökeres, and Ekitike is a naturally better striker than Havertz.
Okay.
So yeah.
From that,
I mean, are we putting Wirtz in that as well?
Yeah, because if you're put, this is a good point because you are put.
Really?
Are we going to forget that Havertz was bought by?
We do City squad as well.
Havertz was bought as a midfielder.
He was.
Havertz was bought as a midfielder, so we can easily put Wirtz in that attackers for us.
And do you know what? We can also put Szoboszlai as one of that. And we could put him at right back. We could put him at left. A lot of our players are so
guys. Yeah, do you know what I see by them two squads? Arsenal got more players, yeah. They've got more players. I think we got more quality.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I think we've got more quality. They got more players.
More quality and a better management.
The other title rival, while we're at it, you get me. Since we're having, I think this is a good debate.
We've got more versatility as well.
And look how many goalkeepers they put.
Okay, I have to be objective. Keepers probably City win.
No.
Numbers.
Guys, Ortega's better than Mamardashvili in the Premier League. What are we doing? Come on.
Wait, what?
Ortega's their backup keeper, bro.
No, James
I'm talking about overall goalkeepers.
No, Mamardashvili's better.
Okay, I'll give them keepers personally, but I'm not even going to argue keepers that much.
Well, when you got Alisson Becker, it's better than everyone anyway. So that matter, does it?
This is such a trump card. What are we doing?
I think Diaz is washed now, and I think City fans think that too.
Yep.
Yeah,
Vito Bates is on loan anyway.
This is a bad defense.
Akanji got loaned out too.
He's just got a new contract.
Yeah, on loan. Yeah,
Sam, I'm not joking. I wouldn't have a single centre back from City apart from
Vardiol.
Apart from Vardiol.
Left back.
Bro, are you guys crazy? I would think, bro, Kusanov suits us more than he suits City. Actually, Kusanov.
I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him enough.
I'll tell you something, Jamie, bro. Trust me, he's excellent. Kusanov, he's so good. Like Kusanov would have suited Liverpool 100 times more than he suits City. 100.
I'll tell you what. The thing is, though, I've watched Leone quite a bit last season. Leone, once Liverpool fans see Leone play, man, he's quality as well. So it might be quite a similar thing.
Let's go midfield.
That's bad, man. Right, I ain't having none of them. Right, can I say this first of all?
I can't lie to you. You're exaggerating. You're saying you're having none of them. So their midfield three is Rodri. Rodri, Reinders, and
I'm having Rodri in 2025. No,
man, I'm sorry.
Are you crazy? 100%.
I'm going to have to wait for Rodri to see if he comes back to the old Rodri. If he doesn't come back to the old Rodri, I'm not having Rodri now. If that makes sense.
Also, why do they have Doku in and Savinho in midfield?
Because they put wingers as midfielders. That's why.
Bro, fuck off, man.
Right, in 2025.
Nonsense. Why are you putting Doku in midfield, bro? Fuck off, Man City. So who's in forward then? Just Marmoush and
It's the way City bolster out their midfield. That's how they do it. Yeah. Right, in 2025, I'm having Curtis Jones over Kovacic. I don't care what anyone says.
Well, facts. He's washed. I don't know why they bought him in the first place.
Kovacic is washed, but then you got Nico Gonzalez, who's a good midfielder. You got Cherki, Oscar Bob, Phil Foden.
When I say I'm not convinced about City's team, I'm seriously not. I seriously think they could be dropped. They could drop. They can't even drop 4. I think they can even drop 5th.
Right. Let's go.
The injured list. That's the injured list.
Someone need to send me the Hamza Pep Linders clip, by the way, because I tried.
That's the Linders effect.
Right. Seeing
we
that,
got Pep Linders.
so
We
seeing
got
that
Pep
City team there,
Linders. He knows
He knows
everything about Liverpool.
We got
Seeing
Pep
that-
Linders.
seeing that City team there, right? Seeing that City team there, right? If you put Liverpool's best 11 they can put out this season, how many of them City players actually get into Liverpool's best 11 right now?
2.
Okay, do you want us to be objective about it? Let's go.
No, objective.
Keep-
Yeah, objective.
Starting 11. We can do right now a Arsenal Liverpool City combined 11.
I
right
think Liverpool have most players. Yeah,
Okay, keeper is Allison.
Yeah.
Virgil's one of the
Right
defenders.
back Timber.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Yeah.
Okay. Center backs for me Van Dijk, Gabriel.
Yeah.
Left back Kirkes.
Left back Kirkes, I agree. We have to go based off consistency what they've done in the league.
Kirkes was
Not-
the best left back in the league last season. So
He
like,
was.
you know,
So we
yeah.
can't just like. I ain't gonna put like Calafiori because he strips at the
No.
back a lot. Lewis Kelly ain't that guy. Ike Nouri I like, but I wouldn't go that far. Midfield
go-
3.
I'd go Rice. I'd literally right now because I'm not sure Rodri's going to get back to the old Rodri. So I'd go Gravenberch, Declan Rice, and Florian Wirtz.
I'd go Rodri, McAllister, Florian Wirtz.
Rodri's still that guy, man.
I don't know.
Listen,
He hasn't
Jamie,
shown it.
Rodri's done
Quality
too much for me.
doesn't
To
go.
He ain't shown it. Yeah,
justify
he was
that.
all over the shop. Yes, the other game. He was all over. The
He
place,
is,
yeah.
but at the same time, I'm gonna put like Salah right wing, even though he was all over the shop the first
Yeah.
3 games. So
Yeah, but he's not.
I think some players you just have to give the respect to. Like with Rodri, it's a respect thing. Like you have to respect him as a player. Just put him in.
Don't know, man. Don't know. So right, all right. If you want to put Rodri in there, I'm having no other Man City player in because
Haaland.
Man City fell apart without Rodri, and completely fell apart with just out Rodri. So if all these Man City players are as good as everyone says they are, they should have been able to compete better. And they did.
Who would be
without
the
Rodri
front
last
three?
season. Isak's a better footballer than Haaland, but Haaland's a better goal scorer.
Yes, I think we have to be objective. Consistency, longer.
I would
Is-
go. I actually, I'd put Isak left. I'd put Isak left wing, Haaland through the middle, and Salah on the right.
you're shoehorning.
No, we're
We
not
can't-
doing that.
No
we're not doing
shoehorning. That's an Arsenal thing. Arsenal
Alright.
fans shoehorn. We don't do that.
Cody Gakpo, Mo Salah, Haaland.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
We wouldn't have
So-
Marmoush.
No,
I'd put
shit.
Marmoush.
He's not even a left winger.
Marmoush is
He's not a
shit,
left winger.
uh,
He's not a left winger. He's not a left winger.
He's a shadow striker.
Yeah.
Oh,
And Ekitike
so
is better on
overall-
Marmoush.
Okay, okay. So even if I don't count Gakpo, overall Liverpool take Salah, Wirtz, one of the 2 pivot players, Van Dijk and Allison, and Kirkes 6
Yeah.
from all
what I'm
3
saying.
combined.
That's what I say. I love how people are loving Eze all of a sudden. Where if I asked people about Eze a year ago, they were going, nah. I just love because he's been hot
Oh,
since
no.
February.
Eze had a lot of respect.
Yeah,
Eze
from
did a lot of
February
respect.
last year. Everyone forgets before February this year, Eze weren't doing anything. Then in around February, he really just picked up form and didn't stop.
Yeah, it's
I
been
wouldn't
playing
say
good
that.
for years, blood. What?
No,
It's not
yeah,
just
yeah,
one
yeah.
No,
season.
he was. He's
Yeah.
playing very good for Crystal
has a
Palace.
I like
Yeah,
Eze. I
yeah.
can like
It's
it.
Eze at
Elise
least
was
thing.
playing far better than Eze was.
Oh yeah, Elise was better. Elise
Elise
was better, but Eze still performed as well.
Not last season. He only started performing since February last season.
What about the season before that when Glasner first came in? He came in
February again. It was more to the end of the season when he started performing.
the season before that was
Even
maybe
Palace
Glasner-
fans will tell you that. Even Palace fans will tell you that. It
The
really
season before
came
that
to
was
his own
Glasner.
towards the end of the season.
When Glasner came in, that's when things started to change a little bit.
And he's 27. So why did no one want this guy from QPR? Why did no one ever talk about him at QPR? If he was this immense
The
baller,
point is, look, would
No,
it
I'm
have been like ideal for us to go sign like a Malik Fofana and a Guehi? Yes, ideal world, which to be honest with you, Raks will tell you this as a scientist and a businessman, a billionaire. Like ideal don't exist in real life. Like it just doesn't exist. Ideal conditions never exist in real life. Like I promise you, Liverpool are gonna have injuries this season. We're gonna have sending offs this season. We're gonna have some bullshit happen. It's just normal, prototypical football. Ideally, you would do that, but ideal doesn't exist in football. And I think we have to we also have to take a step back and try to be as objective as possible and go like, okay, just like we have like a hole or two, and it's not like a gaping hole, it's like a tiny hole. like a hole in the wall, you know. It's like we have a hole or two in the squad. Some of these teams have massive holes in their squads, like even worse
No
than
one's
the ones.
perfect. No one's
Yeah.
perfect. No
Yeah,
one's
no one's
perfect.
perfect. I think we have the
and-
best starting 11
And people,
by
and
far.
the problem is, people will say things like, "Oh, Van Dijk gets an injury, then Liverpool fucked." Now, Van Dijk had an ACL. Apart from that, throughout his whole Liverpool career, he's been virtually ever present. Apart from when we've rested him at the odd occasion here or there. Even the season when he came back from his ACL, I think we rested him for maybe 2 or 3 games at the start, like here and there, and he
Nah,
played
he
every other
played.
game.
He played a lot of games.
Yeah, but you know, like maybe the, like, you know, cup game or here or there or something like that.
Yeah.
I know he didn't play good, but not like Virgil doesn't miss games, and the way that he plays, like he still has got very good acceleration and top speed and all that kind of stuff. But he also plays the game at his pace, so he doesn't have to run around like a madman, which means he doesn't have to be rested as much because he's just not physically exerting himself. Now, whether that changes a little, like I've noticed in the last few games, he's been striding out of defence a little bit more, and with Gravenberch dropping. Now, maybe that's something that may change a little bit, and when I'll be a bit more concerned if that is the case. But like I don't think Virgin's pressed too much. He's the consummate, cool, calculated, calm defender, and that's why he can play as much as he can.
Have you guys seen City's fixtures as well? Here's the thing: I'm big this season, and I've been actually substantiating my claims. Psychologically, I'm observing, just from a pure psychological perspective. City, after the international break, play Man United at home and Arsenal away. If City lose those,
between that, oh my god!
if City lose those 2 games, City are now on 3 points from 15.
Yeah, it's bad.
So that already psychologically rules them off. Rodri's already doing interviews talking about I ain't Messi, basically. Now, Arsenal, here's the thing with Arsenal. I've said this. Put yourself in Saliba's shoes or Gabriel's shoes, Rice, like their best players on Sunday. You lost to Liverpool 1-0. You're sat there with your wife in your comfy London apartment or house or villa, whatever the fuck you guys call it. And you look at your phone and you see Isak to Liverpool, here we go. How the fuck do you feel in that moment? Like I would like to be just like a fly in the room, like or just be like a spy in their WhatsApp group chat for like 30 seconds after that announcement. I want to see like how the hell they reacted. How do they think in that second?
I agree.
Can I tell you what I think, and then you guys tell me? I think they're mentally. Some of them are mentally checked out.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard because look, the thing is, we know of our players, they can all win things. They've got over the line. Do you know what I mean? When you look at Arsenal players, like Saka's now 24, you know, he's only won one FA Cup. By the way, for all the rivals talking, that was a COVID FA Cup, so it don't exist if you go to talk about our Premier League COVID. If you go to talk about our Premier League COVID trophy. So, yeah. No one ever brings it up, by the way. I don't know why. But they don't know what it's like to win a trophy. They don't know what it's like to walk up the steps of Wembley. They don't know what it's like to be given a Premier League trophy on the pitch. They don't know what it's like to pick up big ears and call yourself the best team in Europe. They have no idea. And to go and try and win one of the big trophies when you've not been winning trophies is extremely difficult to do. It takes a mentality. And when I look at Arsenal, when I look at their players and they see Liverpool won the Premier League, and then they've gone and got Ekateke's and they've gone and got Isaks, and they're like, yeah, that's what, you know, that's going to be even harder for us to do. And when I look at Arsenal, Arsenal got a lot of players in their attack, yeah, but I don't think they've got a lot of goal scorers. I don't think they've got a lot of big goal scorers in their
That's
attack.
why they signed Gyökeres, isn't it?
Yeah, but look, Gyökeres moves like a table. You know what I mean? Now, when you got that loose table and it's a bit like this, that's how he runs.
By the way, I watched Gyökeres for Sweden today.
He's terrible.
Fuck John Dahl Thomason, but I watched him. His assist was literally a bad touch.
He's terrible, man. He's not good for.
Can I actually say something, Jamie? You might get triggered. I think Gyökeres would have suited Liverpool a lot more than Arsenal. I'll be honest.
Well, we play in transition, and that's how he likes to
as
play.
a counter-attacking player.
I said it. I reckon he would have played better at Man United, and Sesko would have been played better at Arsenal.
Yeah, because
The problem
you
they've got
know
with
Arsenal
him-
play like WWE football. So
The problem they got
I
with
will
him is, I feel like he's the type of player, if he falls out of form, I think it'd be really hard for him to get form again. Like, if you look at the way he played with Brighton in the Premier League, I think he scored 1 goal in 30 games. Like, sometimes you're just not cut out for it. Like, sometimes you're just not cut out for it. What I will say though is is about the fly on the wall thing. Liverpool lost 2 games all season, and we didn't have a player like Isak in our team up front. Like, that is how scary it is. If you're looking at it from
are you saying we're gonna go invincible?
Yeah. You're sat there going, Liverpool won the league with Darwin Núñez up front and playing a winger up front. Like, I think we scored 1 goal in 2025 from our number 9 from players.
We've already
in
got
number
2
9.
invincibles. We've got 2 invincibles in our team as well.
It's mad. Like, to
Who's
see
the 2
that and then go,
invincibles?
hang on a minute, this
Versus Frimpong.
best
Yeah,
goal
yeah,
scorer in the Premier League last season, as well as the first
People
one that
keep
they had
saying
last
easy,
season.
Husam. Hey, keep Isak fit for 38 games. What's stopping us?
Isak, the thing with Isak, unlike when he was at Newcastle, he had to play. Isak don't have to play at Liverpool.
Facts.
So you can keep Isak fit.
Back to our earlier conversation where me and you agreed about rest and rotation with Ekitike.
Exactly. And then we got this thing called Ruben Peters as well, which just is a miracle worker. So
I don't need Isak to beat Burnley. With Ekitike, I can beat Burnley. How do you take time
And
off?
you've also got the thing that everybody thought that Ekitike might not work. Well, I'm sorry.
I never said that. I was fighting Liverpool fans, telling them about football fundamentals, and now you see chat why I spent the whole time when we were talking about Ekitike speaking about football fundamentals.
Sam, you need to name names.
You just like anyone who's a Darwin fan.
Tom Little.
Anyone who's a Darwin fan, basically.
Of course, Tom Little.
Callum didn't want him. Callum didn't want him. Drifty didn't want him.
Now, Carl did want him from when I spoke to him.
No, me and
Get
Sam.
your mouth out Callum's ass. He didn't want Ekitike.
Me and Sam basically told everyone Ekitike is a better footballer than you guys realise.
Yeah.
And then
I wasn't that bloke.
one
I
game.
wasn't that bloke.
No, but then it took one game, and Ekitike, you can just tell. You can tell when you watch a player, he's a player. You get it.
From the Wembley game, he played 1 layoff at halfway line to Verts. I'm like, yep, we did it.
Yeah, and I can tell you right now, Ekitike.
I'm invested already.
Ekitike looks like a better footballer than Gyökeres.
Oh, he is. He doesn't look like him. He
and
is.
Ekitike is 22. You know, and Gyökeres is 27. Because everyone going, oh, why didn't you buy Gyökeres? Because if we wanted him, we could have got him. Look who we are. Look what we do, yeah? Richard Hughes, man. If he wanted him, we would have got him, yeah? But he didn't. He wanted Ekitike because the upstart on Ekitike at 22 is, he's going to be phenomenal. And then Isak's a cherry on top, man. Do you know how mad that is? I would have been happy with Ekitike.
I know how mad that is because I think we could do invincible treble. And on that bombshell, let me read the super chats for the guy. Big up to Fonzie who says, but how will I get to complain about injuries? Just do the egal. Unprecedented circumstance. By the way, guys, can we get 500 likes? Have some shame. Everyone, please hit the like button.
Was it facing adversity? What as the guy says? Facing adversity, injuries, referees, PGMOL. Am I missing?
Yeah, what he said is basically we have unprecedented circumstances.
Yeah, unprecedented circumstances.
And the number of U-turns Igal has made is.
Oh, Igal didn't just U-turn; he switched the whole country, bro.
No, I remember he was saying after Liverpool signed Wirtz, he's like, you know what? This is a great sign for Liverpool, but the only thing that can surpass it is Rodrigo to Arsenal. You speak to him a month and a half later, Rodrigo's not going to happen, and I'm glad he wants way too much money and he's not good enough, and I don't know whether he's going to adapt and all this kind of stuff. Like, I love Igal. He's a funny guy.
Igal said at the start of last season when I was working with him, he was like, if anyone finishes above Arteta, not called Pep Guardiola, I need him sacked.
Yes, I remember this.
And then literally in January, I asked him, so Igal, are you Arteta out? He's like, listen, there's unprecedented circumstances.
Remember
with all the injuries and the red cards. I'm like, bro, you're
remember the season before when he said that Liverpool will fall off because Klopp is leaving, everything will come crashing down. I had to keep telling him entirely on the terrace. You don't know what our football club's on. You don't know how we're structured. You don't rate our players. You're gonna be in for a rude awakening.
And Ram, am I wrong saying this, that all the players that Arsenal had injured last year are injured again now?
Yes.
No.
No. Except
can I pose a question though? I just want to pose a hypothetical quick. This involves Arsenal. It seems like an appropriate time. Okay.
Go on, Rack.
So Liverpool win. So say Liverpool win the league, but Arsenal win the Champions League. You taking that at the end of the season right now?
Yeah. I don't know. Fuck.
Fine. Okay.
Wait, we win the league.
No. It's just, you know what the summer will be like. The summer will be like
6 UEFA. Okay, you want to know? Can I tell you? Okay, let me tell you. Let's say Liverpool win everything domestic: FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and Prem, and Arsenal win Champions League. Okay, cool. Do you think that Arsenal fans will be bantering? Do you think Arsenal fans will be bantering us?
They will do.
They'll be
They will.
City
Okay.
fans. No, they will
try.
I promise No, hold on. I promise every single one on this panel right now, they'll be bantering City fans and Chelsea fans. That's the two, because if they get the Champions League, they are de facto bigger than them. There is no more arguing, right? There is no more arguing. But with us, okay, so Igal will come to me and go like, we won the Champions League. Okay, we have 6. Now what? Like, it's just, you're telling me I got 6 supercars in my garage. The guy that I hate gets his first supercar. Wow, well done.
That's you're forgetting one thing.
I've got a Pagani, a Ferrari, a Lambo, everything.
You're missing one.
He got his first supercar. I'm supposed to be shitting it. Are you mad?
Missing one thing, Husam. If we win the Premier League this season, we match them for Premier Leagues in history. And it's taken us 7 years to do it.
And we overtake Man United. That's the best thing.
Yeah, like look, if you told me Liverpool's spending all this money, but for the next 3 years they only win 3 Premier League trophies in a row, I'm taking it every day of the week.
Hell yeah!
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? I'm taking it. I'm taking it every day of the week. Look, 21 league titles makes us the most complete English team of all time. There's no arguing it.
Yeah, it's over.
You can have zero argument. Also, we've got 6 Champions League trophies. There's only 3 teams in Europe who've got more than us. Do you know what I mean? So, like if Arsenal win their little European trophy for the first time,
actually more than us is only 2. AC and Madrid.
AC and So, like if Arsenal win their Champions League trophy and no one cares about because the media are just talking.
No, they will care, but not us.
No,
that's my
it's just I don't.
A Chelsea fan will be really pissed off. A Chelsea fan will be pissed off. A City fan will be pissed off. Like Spurs, blah, blah, blah. Not us though. Why would I care?
Thing is, though, I got a feeling we could win the European Cup this year anyway, because I think a lot of the teams that played in that World Club Championship in the summer are going so gassed later in the year.
That's my theory as well.
And then teams like Liverpool and Arsenal that never played in it could actually go quite far.
Chelsea to some extent look almost tired now in some games. Like,
yeah,
they've been okay, but.
Rack, would you be a tired Chelsea fan if you knew you had all this money in the world, but your strike force was Delap and João Pedro when Liverpool got Isak and Ekatike?
That is mad.
And Delap is already out for 3 months.
You know, how do you have all this money and spend 2 billion and your strike force is Liam Delap and João Pedro?
Bro, their wing is
I rate João Pedro.
No, I rate João Pedro, but would you rather have João Pedro and Liam Delap or
don't even dare?
Do you know what I mean? So I'd be tired if I was a Chelsea fan too.
I'd rather have Isak alone than both of them. Stop. Gomez is injured.
Chelsea's window is terrible.
Yeah, I agree, by the way. I agree. Garnacho, Gittins and shit. Yeah, they ain't catching us. Gomez injury prone. Endo's not good enough. Not enough depth in DM. By the way, Kmack, if you want to go start your stream, go ahead, brother. If you want to go start.
Yeah, I'm going now.
We'll redirect to you. Yeah, we'll redirect to you as well. Gomez injury prone, Endo's not good enough, not enough depth in DM and centre back. If Konate and Gravenberch are out, it's a big problem. Guehi was a huge miss. Look, I said signing Guehi is just as important as signing Isak. I'm on your side of the argument when it comes to Guehi, right? But what we're not going to do is go like, yeah, but the rest of the depth is ass. Because I just showed you depth of the other teams in the league. I'd rather have Curtis, Endo, and Sobo as my midfield depth than Moreno, Norgard, and Nwaneri.
What?
Like, let's be objective about this.
Why do we worry? Why do we worry about things that might not happen?
Because it's not perfect, isn't it?
Do you know? Like nothing's perfect though. Like as much as I think I am, I'm not perfect. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just life. You know, why? It's not sitting there. It's not sitting at home and never going out ever because you're worried about getting hit by a car. It might never happen to you in your life. Do you know what I mean? And Liverpool fans have just got they got PTSD because of that one season we lost every centre back in our football club. And I'm in my 40s and been watching football for a long time. That's the first time I've ever seen that happen. So it's not like it's going to happen every season. Do you know what I mean? I think we should just
Lex
chill out,
said
relax,
it's not
and enjoy
perfect. Here's the issue: it won't be perfect for the other teams either. So
No,
now,
That's what I've been saying. So like, it's just we're going to win the league. Fact. The reason we're going to win the league is almost by default because no one else is better. All right, Arsenal might have a better squad defensively, but their coach is crap.
Well said. Well said.
Chelsea has this wonderful midfield, but that's where the buck stops. You get me? In terms of balance, in terms of manager, in terms of quality of players, in terms of the amount of goals that will be scored compared to the amount of goals
our
that will be
imperfect
conceded.
is way better than their imperfect.
And not only that, even if we were to fall short, we have Arne Slot. I've never, even under Klopp, I used to be worried when we have shortcomings. At this juncture, I am not worried because we'll just adjust the system and we'll pretty much be able to look similar, if not the exact same, as to when we have other players. It's like, well, bro, don't worry about it. Now it's
By the
just
way, even
about,
like
okay.
the Chelsea midfield three that you just mentioned, you know who their backups are? Andre Santos and some guy called Isugu. That's it.
Exactly.
You guys laugh, but that's actually their backup, bro. Ask a Chelsea fan.
Really?
And it's Lavia one of the three.
We can all
And
go.
it's Lavia
We can
one of
all
the
sit
three.
here and go like Curtis Jones and Endo.
How
ain't good
much
enough. Okay,
money
you
they
wanna know
spend?
something? They're not good enough. Okay, I agree with you. No problem. Let's say you're correct and they're not good enough. Okay, are Norgard and Moreno good enough? Like, where do we go from here, bro?
Yeah,
Even if we don't have
By
to
the
be
way,
perfect. We
I'm having
don't.
Curtis Jones over Owen, by the way. I'm just saying right now.
Over who?
The ones you just mentioned. I'm having Curtis
Oh yeah,
Jones.
hell yeah. I agree with you. Hell yeah.
That's not the thing is right.
I'd
people
have
say-
Moreno as backup striker before I'd have him in midfield.
people saying that obviously Gomez is injury prone, which is like, look, he's our to be honest, he's our third/fourth choice centre back. Like he's not going to be playing 30 games a season, 40 games a season. People saying Endo's not good enough. I don't need him to be good enough. I just need him to do a job. I need him just to see out a load of games. I need him just to be aggressive and just win the ball back. And people saying if Konate and Grav are out is a big problem. We have players that can do jobs within this.
If Konate and who are out, it's a big problem.
Grav and Birch.
Okay, if Saliba and Rice are out, it's a big problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
now
exactly.
Horses
because they got mosquito. You know what I mean? What we gotta do? You know what I mean?
Lewis Kelly hasn't done a damn thing in this league other than red cards, so stop with the praise. Shukran. No, I like Lewis Kelly, but he's not as good as Kerkez. And there's a reason now when everyone's fit, Arteta don't even start him. So that's the thing. I was trying to argue this with Igal and everyone. Like, bro, you're doing all this Skelly prop.
And didn't Arteta already call out Eze as well? In that,
I don't listen to that guy.
In the press conference after the game, he called him out about not having a shot or something like that.
Oh, I think it might be a penalty. They tried. I think.
Oh no, yeah, he called out Eze. I think.
Yeah, he just lost his balance. You can't blame him for that. If
Arteta does. You can't lose balance. You can't lose the ball. It's impossible. And then the ball's not allowed to be too round. That's a problem as well, I believe. You know,
that's David Raya.
It's meant to be some imperfections in the ball. It can't be a sphere. What we're doing.
This guy.
LFC have the best stats in goalkeeper, midfield, and centre forwards in the league. Fair.
In the world, bro. In the world.
Pickford is going to commemorate his new contract with another 2-foot celebration on Virgil. Love your buddy. Only jokes. Hope everything gets relegated. Fuck you, James. But
don't
thank you.
Out there, James. Don't play out there.
Damn.
Isak played 40 plus games in 5 of his last 6 seasons. Yeah, we got Ruben Peters.
I saw an interesting stat. I know Isak's got a reputation of being injury prone, but over the last 3 seasons, he's progressively played more and more games and more minutes, which suggests that he's actually becoming more robust. I think the stat was last season he played, I think it was 93% or 97% of all available games for Newcastle. So
it's all I need. It's all I need. I've got Ekatike there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm good.
And look, it's competition for places. We want these guys to strive to be better, and competition for places is one of those things that can do it.
This is a great comment by Fonzie. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I actually said this myself. Our team needs to gel to apparently 9 points in. Salah's played like shit. Wirtz hasn't lived up to expectations. Isak ain't even at the club. And we're 9 points from 9.
Do you know what makes me laugh? Everyone
in the league as well.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about the pot system. Yeah, that's what I told them in the chat.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so what happens if we gel then? Then what?
When we gel, you're fucked. I'm sorry.
Legit.
Do you know what I mean? Everyone keeps going on about Wirtz, yeah, because apparently Wirtz was correct for Germany today or something, or yesterday, but apparently he was man of the match for Germany. Everyone keeps talking about Wirtz because I know he costs a lot of money, so that's why they bring it up. Zubimendi has been arse. Like, he's been
hasn't been that
crap,
good.
man.
He has
been shot. No, but we were told by Arsenal fans. We were told by Arsenal fans he's going to be the difference. He's going to unlock everything.
Never listen to Arsenal fans.
You know what I mean? It's just, it's sideways, man.
Carefully, Lewis, with Arsenal fans, don't argue. Just let them talk.
Just let them talk.
Man.
Only just realized Raks looks like Marco Grujic. Yushi, you don't look like Marco Grujic at all.
No.
It's not even similar. I'm going to prove a point now.
Yeah, bring up Marco.
He
He
doesn't
doesn't
look
have the
like
same
Marco
beard as
Grujic.
him, man. Is it because he's a little bit tan and he's got the same haircut? That's it.
Can we not cancel the super chatter, please? Right. Let me get a picture of Grujic with the beard. Here you go. I'm gonna go Porto Grujic. Okay. There is no way you're telling me Raks looks like this.
Great.
You're actually a fraud. You know I love you, bro, but just take the L on this one still. Just take the L on this one still.
No.
Full screen.
No.
Bro, what the fuck are
I
you
don't
on,
see it.
bro?
I don't-
They don't
I don't
even
see
look
it.
similar. They don't even look 1% similar, bro. Like it's not even like 1%. There's zero similarity, mate.
Oh,
There's
hang on. Someone's come back at me. Did you watch Zubimendi yesterday? Keep coping. Yeah, Zubimendi was quality yesterday for Spain when he's playing attacking football.
Yeah.
But when
With quality around him.
when he's playing with quality around him, and he's got allowed to play free flowing football and not play, everyone behind the ball at Arsenal for Arteta. Maybe there's an issue there. Maybe with that comment you just made is showing the issue.
You might never
listen. At
That's the
Arsenal
problem.
Football Club.
That's the problem with Arsenal fans. You never listen. You think you know it all, but you've won nothing to show what you know works. So what do you actually know? You don't know anything.
We got Bulgaria. Yeah, the great
And
game.
Wow.
You get me? Like, relax, man.
Didn't
Man.
realize Spain is Arsenal now. Fair enough.
No, man.
Have some shame.
Yeah,
Anyway, guys.
it just shows your manager's pants, man. That's what it is.
And for the,
Yeah,
and for the
I
people,
agree.
and for the people who keep on talking about Wirtz, hey, listen, we'll carry him to a Premier League victory just like we carried Darwin Nunes. innit?
Can you imagine Virtus shit all year?
Keep talking. Wirtz is this. We're still going to win the league. Big
And
deal.
he has his league medal. Is he going to? He's Virtus going to sit there and go, "Oh shit, all year, but I'm a league champion." You know what I mean?
That's crazy. Anyway, guys, we're going to redirect you over to Kmack. He's live right now. Big up to you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Big up to Jamie for joining us even when he's sick. Jamie Phillips football chats is in the description. Lex Timot in the description. The Ram stand in the description. Raksing on Twitter. Raksing1. You get me. For all the women in the chat. If you need a sugar daddy.
Oh
you
yeah,
get
all
me.
your big cleavage women. That's what Rack likes, man.
Yes, that's what he likes. He
Oh,
told us.
it's all right.
Well, he likes tall men and big cleavage women. We've heard it today. You know what I mean? That's what he said.
He he doesn't like tall men. He likes tall defenders.
Not in that order, Jamie. Not in that order.
You get me? So message him.
He likes a big centre back. He likes a big centre back.
I'm gonna do a call-in show tomorrow at 8, inshallah. So all the frauds in the chat who if you wanna come challenge me on the call-in show. Instead of bullshitting in the chat, you get me? So love to every single one of you guys, and I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, inshallah. Go over to Kmack. I'm gonna send you over there. Go tell him Husam raid in the chat and show him some love, man. Peace out, guys. Peace out.